What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bryce, host of the Real Talk Podcast.
And it's your boy Al here, co-host of the Real Talk Podcast.
And we got some more world news for you. Coming in hot with that update of Jonathan Majors, baby. Oh my gosh. Where it's at. Woo, I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Bruh. So come to find out. His ex-girlfriend is going to be arrested. Why, you say? Because they brought evidence of her lying. Clap it up. Oh my gosh. The tables have turned.
Have they?
And mind you, this is still the early stages. You know what I'm saying? That they still got that trial date set for August 3rd. So it's only going to go up from here. You know what I mean? Like at this point, it is definitely seeming like my man Jonathan Majors is for sure innocent based on all the evidence that him and his lawyer is bringing to the table.
Yeah, some pretty damning evidence against what's her name?
It don't even matter. Yeah, we'll call her Jabari. I think that's her last name.
That's her last name. Yeah. So basically, after the facts came out, Jonathan Majors' lawyers come up with a whole bunch of facts about how she was the actual aggressor. They even got witnesses, they got camera footage, they got the whole 9 yards, and she's ended up being arrested by New York detectives, which are not the New York Police Department who initially arrested Jonathan Majors.
Those motherfuckers was the motherfuckers that was telling her, coercing her to blame it all on him. You know what I'm saying? And it's either is actual footage or probably body cam footage of them, which is they so fucking dumb, is them pretty much telling her this is all recorded, bro. And Jonathan Majors and the lawyers have this information from what they saying. They done said it so many times. I legit cannot wait till August 3rd because I want to see if they will release this stuff, bro. Because he can for sure sue her, I feel like, and probably the police department for them. How you gonna be a police and not do no type of detective? I know you're not a detective, but you got the pen and the paper. You supposed to be taking, you know what I'm saying, putting the facts together.
No due diligence.
Oh
bro.
My God, y'all in New York, y'all is terrible, bro. Get y'all police together, bro. Oh my God.
Walked in this man's apartment. He called the police.
He called y'all,
and y'all arrest him.
And she over here on camera talking about, I don't know how I got these injuries.
And y'all coerced this woman into basically saying that this man,
bruh.
Oh, did he hit you?
Oh my God. It's so fucking annoying,
it's
dude.
Too easy, huh? And apparently they didn't know who he was, or they just was like, it's a black man
in a high-end apartment or whatever.
How did he afford this apartment? We're gonna try to get him.
And I love that he has the maintenance man that's supposed to be coming to testify, and the person that was driving the high-end Uber, whatever you want to call it, the driver services want to come in and testify. Yeah. And they keep putting it out there that he was so not bothered by this chick that he was over here taking pictures and signing autographs after he done escaped from out the car. You know what I'm saying? And apparently she was strong enough to rip his jacket off of him.
Exactly.
Like, that's how bad she was trying to get him back in that whip.
Exactly. And you know, like with police, it's, you know, iffy all the time. Police, they don't necessarily know the law, but these were detectives who actually arrested her. So, you know, for a detective to actually go out his way and go arrest somebody, he has to have
they got some pretty good
evidence.
Decent. And I'm pretty sure these detectives got to see more than what the media end up releasing, as far as Jabari out there hanging out in the clubs and getting it in as soon as this altercation took place, and right afterwards
with a supposed broken hand or
and
broken finger.
Broken finger and messed up ear, and she literally is doing everything with that hand and touching her ear, and she good, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, she with her friend doing a bunch of shit. It's crazy because back in the day, I feel like nothing would have happened to her by just saying that, you know what I'm saying? But now that media is so big and everybody's eyes is everywhere and everybody's looking and watching, and how it's like politically correct for everybody to get judged the same, I feel like that's why she got arrested.
Yeah. She definitely got arrested because of the media pushback. Because New York has historically had a bad rep when it comes to,
for sure. Well, damn near in general, because they police people would be catting.
Yeah, they got the frisk law. What is it called? The stop and frisk.
Yeah,
where they just be harassing people on the street. They got crazy gun laws where you get like 10 years for a gun. And just all type of crazy stuff that they throw, like especially black men in jail for. But
dude, she literally had this man lose so much money. His own management team and sponsors just dropped him like that. You know what I'm saying? They gotta feel bad, bro. Like, it's bad, bro. Y'all catted on my boy. And I love how what you gonna say?
I mean, well, it's the climate of today. Like, it's the climate that we are in.
As soon as you get accused, everybody get afraid, and like they just thought they back up off you until and it's like, I appreciate, man, shout out to Marvel for like not saying anything until the real facts came out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Anthony Mackie is one of the first people to come out and support him after all this had went down, saying like, you know, like you just said, like the society that we live in don't give us that due diligence, and we immediately judge before anything comes out. And he just happy that things are going the way they're going, you know what I'm saying, based off the facts. Yeah, and then we not saying that everything that happens to women and these things don't happen to women. It's terrible. But also, you can't just blindly... You can't. It's just as terrible lying about it. Like, you can ruin somebody's livelihood and possibly life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not good to play like that, dude. Like, it's seriously not. And like I said, this man was at the peak of his. Like, I don't know if he even hit peak yet. He damn near did, because he was in a Marvel movie. But like, he was going up. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he still is probably gonna be King the Conqueror, it's still gonna be like, he still plateaued a little bit. It's gonna still take a lot more hard work to get back in the trajectory that he was going, and he might not even be guaranteed that same trajectory, because who knows who just gonna hate just to hate, because that he went through that. It's literally people on Twitter still hating, like still acting like Twitter is terrible. Like, I seen this one lady, she said like, oh, so still now she's the abuser. I doubt that. Like, you have no evidence to prove either way. But it's just like impossible for her to be the abuser. Like, some of y'all gotta wake up. Yeah. Like, things can go ways that you've never seen before, or it could just be you were women blinded. Can definitely be bad guys too. They, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we can't. Let's not discriminate. Let's change the narrative from now on, man. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty anyway. And that's what it should be. It's supposed to be the American way. Yeah, like we want to be American all when it comes to everybody else, but when it's a black man, everybody want to say, oh, they just jump on his back, people dropping him off top left and right, when there's no evidence of him even the Uber driver said he never even raised his voice. Like, not only did he not hit her, he never even yelled. So, like I said, my man has been strategically holding himself together, waiting for the perfect moment to drop that bomb. You feel me? Yeah, man. And it's looking like it's gonna work in his favor, man. We still gonna have to wait until August 3rd to get anything official. But as of right now, the tables have turned, and the tables be turning, man. Just gonna have to give it that clap one more time, man. It's happy for my mans, bro. So hopefully this all turns around. But yeah. Let's get into our next big topic right here. If you're not living under a rock, you probably heard that Superman and Lois in James Gunn's Superman Legacy movie has been cast. And we have David Cornsweet as Clark Kent Superman and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois. I only seen this guy, David, in the Pearl movie, and it was like a real... He had like a side character type of part. So, but he was good. But I mean, when I seen it, it was more so, oh, like, that's a good character. But I wasn't like, who was this? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really tripping. But now I kind of want to go back and kind of watch it. But he did have a decent role in the movie. Okay. And he has, people are saying this, and I agree. He looks like a younger Henry Cavill. I was thinking that when you first told me that, bro. He do look like Henry Cavill with like a beard. I don't know if James Gunn did that on purpose. Like, you know, I'm sure he did. People love Henry Cavill as Superman, so I'm sure they like went in that direction. It's still a hard pill to swallow, knowing that we're not gonna be able to see Henry Cavill again. Maybe if they end up doing like a Crisis on Infinite Earth in the future, which would be like DC's version of the multiverse, basically. But yeah, man, he's our new Superman. I just wanted to share what my hopes would be for this.
Okay.
As far as like tone.
Right. I think it's gonna be more of a darker tone. What you think?
I think, well, judging from what James Gunn has done, because he is directing it.
He is. Okay.
I feel like it can be on the lines of what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, where you have, it's more like bright in color, but it still had its darker tones, and you can feel it more so in the latest movie he did, like dealing with Rocket's past and stuff like that, and Peter Quill losing Gamora. But I feel like he's gonna bring that brutality that Henry Cavill had when he was fighting. Like, I'm not gonna forget how he dogged that boy Steppenwolf out, bro. Yeah. Oh my God, bro. He destroyed this boy. But facts. I want to see that type of brutality as far as his strength, but also the likability of the Christopher Reeves. Like, I think that he can have that charisma and not, you know, as like, you know, Zack Snyder took more of a darker route, which was fine because it was, to me, more realistic on how Superman would definitely probably be if he existed. Yeah. Like, and like, yeah, he was a good dude, but he wasn't like, he wasn't so happy-go-lucky all the time.
When he brought him back, he definitely was trying to kill the Justice League.
Yeah,
he tried to kill the police. He like lasered the cars.
Oh yeah, he was going
hard. He was like, and Wonder Woman killed a lot of people in that movie.
Yeah,
like she killed all the terrorists.
Oh yeah, she was going crazy. Zack Snyder's Justice League is like still to me very top tier. Yeah, but I feel like they're gonna bring him back to. James Gunn will bring him back to that Boy Scout, you know what I'm saying? Like as they would
PG-13.
Yeah, exactly, PG-13, and he'll probably like as far as like, oh, let me get this cat out the tree. Not saying that's what's gonna happen, but like he'll be more so interacting with the people and doing like, you know, saving people until like the bigger threat comes.
Yeah, well, that's Superman's whole thing is he always holds back his punches. Remember that one? I can't remember what Justice League.
That was which one was that?
He's fighting Darkseid.
Yeah, it's a movie, I think, and I think it's happened in the animated series. But he got so pissed off, he told him like, "All right, now I can finally let the cuffs go because I feel like you can handle it."
Right,
and that shit went down, boy.
He started beating.
One of the craziest fight scenes ever, bro. Darkseid is still that boy, but man, when Superman put down he just say, "Fuck it, I'm about to just go all in." That's a crazy Superman to fight.
Yeah, that was wild.
You got any hopes, or not hopes, but you have any idea who you will want to be the first villain?
Ooh, for Superman, I feel like they should bring Brainiac out, bro. I mean, not as the first villain. I know he's like when they start over the new series, I know they're not gonna bring Brainiac out the first. But I feel when we gonna see Brainiac, bro? Like
I think we're gonna see Brainiac. I think he would be like the lead up.
Okay.
So I'm on the same boat as you, but like I said, I don't think he would be the first. But if I had to pick the first, I would more so go with Lex Luthor, but a Lex Luthor who meticulously has something to do with making a Bizarro. So maybe because we get Zod every time, damn near, for the first one, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine, but it would be cool to have like, that would maybe be a flashback movie or something like that. But the first outing would be, you know, maybe Lex Luthor getting a hold of something, some type of DNA, and maybe somehow having a hand in creating Bizarro. So it will be somebody that he would have to fight with intelligence, as far as Lex Luthor, his arch nemesis, and having to fight with physicality and dealing with Bizarro.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be tight. I hope they go the way that the Batman with Robert Pattinson, like. They skipped over his parents dying. They skipped over all that stuff because we already know all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they went straight into the Riddler. Like, that was tight to me. Like, maybe.
I think you own it something, because I believe he will be working for the Daily Butte. Not the Daily. What is it? The Daily Planet. He'll be working for them. So as far as cool. he won't be in like Smallville and stuff like that. He'll be. The age that he is, the character, actual person that's playing him is like he's definitely a younger Superman, but he's, like I said, I don't think they're gonna do. Like that would be, I would consider that skipping over the Zod storyline. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we just seen Zod, and I feel like Michael Shannon pretty much served that role. Like you might want to let that breathe a little bit because of what he did. And
we gotta see what the budget gonna be like, cause
they gonna throw the
if they money do it, just give us Brainiac, bro. Like we've seen,
it's gonna have to be teased. It's gonna have to be teased. No, it's gonna have to be like the second or third movie. You can't.
Oh my god,
and you
like
can't
10
kill
years from now.
No,
bro.
and you can't kill Brainiac in the first. Like I don't. So that's the thing. I really don't like when a villain is immediately defeated. Like I don't mind to like. You got me this time, Superman, but I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind that for like 2 movies because Brainiac is turned up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you could have it kind of like an Ultron type thing where like you have to destroy all of him to destroy him.
Yeah, and maybe like when he first come here, it's not the real him. He just sent like just a little piece of him.
It's a piece.
Yeah, and that one piece was already hella shit to deal with.
That's gonna be tough. You got to do Brainiac right. Damn. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, Brainiac will be the boy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Superman can damn near even call in some help. You know what I mean? Like, if you get that first Superman movie out there, you hint at Brainiac being out there, and then you get the Batman Brave and the Bold, which is obviously gonna be connected. Right. They end up meeting maybe towards the end of his movie. Skip the Batman versus Superman shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Whatever. You could possibly do it. I doubt you should.
No.
But, just leave it alone. But let them be cool and let him Superman throw the warning like, hey, you know, I'm a alien and there's definitely more out there. So maybe we should create a team or something to be able to, you know, link up when time calls for it and have Batman be like, I'll call you. You ain't calling me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Some gangster shit or whatever.
Like,
feel me?
Nah.
Batman. It took Batman a long time to join the Justice League because he was like, "Nah, I'm doing this by myself, bro. I don't need a team." But yeah. So, any more thoughts on that?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's get to this last little topic before we get out of here. And this kind of was snuck under the rug, I would say, during the conversation everybody was having about the submersible, dealing with that submarine with the billionaires passing away. Still RIP, still unfortunate, but during that time, what happened?
So there were laws that were approved
for
the sale of fake meat, man.
Oh my God, not the fake meat. Oh no.
Yeah, so what is going on is the lab grown meat has been approved for sales in the US, which is basically they take don't quote me on this, I'm not exactly sure, but I think they take a protein and then they like clone it a bunch of times and it comes out.
They definitely got the cloning shit down pat. Yeah, for sure.
I think I don't know, bro. It's like 3D printed meat, bro. It's like, and they about to be selling that shit to us. And
so to be honest, do you think they literally just started this, or they just now telling us? Because it's hella meat. You always can go to the store and get as much. You ain't never been like, oh, so this month we're low on meat, so no meat this month. It's always meat, bro.
I think they've been doing it. I think now it's just gotten to the point where people like have so many home kits and so many ways to prove that, because you know, like it came out Taco Bell not using real meat. Like all these companies aren't using
times
real
is changing.
Meat.
People getting smarter and like starting to
at
wake
home,
up.
though, like we like they bringing that shit home and like, oh, this shit ain't even. This
shit
ain't
testing it and they putting it on the internet.
They did that with Subway. Subway turned out their tuna sandwiches has no tuna DNA in it.
Oh no.
So like I don't know what y'all been eating out there. I don't know. You don't know what you been eating.
And I don't fuck with tuna.
I don't fuck with tuna either.
That's crazy. No, see, I would be devastated. You know what I'm saying? What have I? My biggest. This is an old Fear Factor, but it was like a fake parody episode. But I think they played these people. They told these people they were gonna be on the next Fear Factor. It was it was one of those. I forgot one of like those shows where they would prank people, like Punk basically, but it was for regular people. And they told them, oh yeah, so if you want to be on Fear Factor, you got to eat this meat. And it was like, it's human meat. And like these people was doing it, bro. Like, you know, so stuff like that always terrifies me when you when you don't know what it is and you're not smart enough to find out, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to just trust these industry and just trust the meat factories that, you know, and we've been knowing for a while now that they use hella GMOs in
like Soylent Green, bro. It's like that movie Snowpiercer when they was eating like crickets or whatever.
All that shit masked, all the bugs masked up into the little slime bars,
feeding it to the poor people. Like that's what they doing to us now. They snow piercing us.
I think they snow piercing us, bro.
They for sure snow piercing us.
So
bro.
This is gonna lead me to be more so of a vegan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go fish for my food, literally, and only eat fish when it comes to protein or something like that. Or go to these places where you can go hunt. I'm not trusting no mass productions, bro. At this point, that's hyphy, bro. Y'all, who gonna turn that down? Because you can probably save money if you can get the knockoff shit. Why you don't go out of your way to go get?
You don't have to buy feed for the cows so they can eat. You don't have to clean up after them. You don't have to.
Now those places probably still gonna boom because people are gonna pay that extra dollar or whatever the case may be to get that realness. You know what I mean, or whatever, get that authentic meat or whatever. But at what cost though? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do it, but when you watch those movies of what they do to those animals, bruh, and the more that gets out there, the more y'all gonna turn vegan. Trust me. Like I saw a snippet of it on TikTok. TikTok is wild, but just that little snippet, like, damn, man, maybe I should stop eating this shit.
Well, I was vegetarian for 2 years, and what made me go is I seen that documentary, What the Health. It's called What the Health. Is on Netflix, and I didn't eat meat for 2 years after that because I was like, I can't.
Oh God,
like, bro. They broke that shit down so crazy. Basically, they were just saying like how when these slaughterhouses, they don't care about. It's like a mass production. It's
and they disrespectful to the animals, bro. Like it's like, not humane.
They be having
anyway.
Cancer in the animals and shit, and they just cut it out, and then they put the meat. Like they just cut the cancer out. Like animals are just like us. You feel me? If you leave us in jail for however many years, them motherfuckers in jail be sick. You feel me? They be having all type of diseases and all type of stuff, and just imagine, like, I know it's more gruesome when you think about it as humans, but just imagine like if we had to eat them. Like, just imagine if you had to eat somebody in jail right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the worst type of meat to have.
They in fear, and then when you in fear, you pump out hormones into your body. We eating that shit, and then that shit affect our hormones. Yeah, it pump out these fear hormones. It's just like that movie Jeepers Creepers. How when you literally secrete hormones when you scared, and
the creature can smell that, and that wants to make you. He wants you more that way, or you smell better to him. So terrifying, bro.
So when we consume these hormones, what is it doing to our body? Is it making us more? Is that why we got so much anxiety as a society?
And you made a good point earlier, saying that you don't necessarily have to eat meat to be peak. You know what I'm saying? You got gorillas out here. Like cows is all muscle, and that's all they eat is just grass. You know what I'm saying? So, what society has told us as far as dietary supplements, or I mean, just food in general, like it might not be the end all be all. You definitely got to go out there and do your own research, because
for sure.
It's not what they say it is. You know what I mean? You really gotta get out there and do your own thing. And I'm definitely one of those people on the side of, if you gonna eat meat, you probably, I mean, I'm being the biggest hypocrite right now because I had a hamburger the other day. But listen to me though, I'm 100% behind people who go out there and hunt literally for their food and do it themselves in the humane way, and not like I said, not mass production slaughterhouse shit. So
I mean, if you think about it, just think about how many like things don't have like a brand, like milk. Milk is just literally, all the commercials say the same thing. All they sell milk, got milk. But there's no like milk brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a mass production of shit. They all work together. You know what I'm saying? They all just produce milk, and then they just getting our money. It's no monopoly. It's no like nobody controlling that. We just giving our money to it.
I damn near want to have to do this conversation about milk separately, because the fact that we drink cow milk, and it's weird that we don't drink human milk. Like, breast milk is not like mass produced to the point where like, and I've had breast milk before, and that shit is like damn near almond milk, like the sweetened kind. So it's pretty goddamn good. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it's not a thing, you know what I'm saying? It's more cow milk. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's hella weird. It's very weird to me. That's not related to us in any way.
Also, they have to just like humans, cows only make milk if they're pregnant. So like they have to get these cows pregnant pretty much for them to make constant milk.
And that's like I said, it's damn near another story in itself, because the mass production of milk is also horrific. You know what I'm saying? And pretty horrific. Goddamn nasty when you're dealing with pus and all this type of stuff. Hey man, that's like topic. The future is gonna be crazy, because a lot of people are gonna start having more conversations like this, and I'm telling you, it's gonna happen in a mass way. Like, people will start to change, and shit like this will start making less sense. Like, why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why aren't we doing things that are more, like drinking our own milk? You know what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah, man, that's just been a couple of subjects we wanted to touch upon. You know what I mean? The Real Talk pod is growing as far as what we want to do. So we got more segments that we're going to bring into the Real Talk podcast. One in particular to look out for is the Cat and Off segment, where we talk about the funny and ridiculousness that goes on the internet.
Oh man, that should be good.
We got a couple of videos lined up for y'all, so make sure y'all stay tuned, man, and do that YouTube thing. Make sure you hit that like, that sub, and that
notification bell.
You want to be up to date on these videos, because we're gonna start pumping them out, and we'll have more guests on. And hey man, don't be surprised if the scenery change. You know what I mean? You might not be in the studio for too much longer. You might be stepping out and doing these videos somewhere else and coming back. So don't get used to the studio. But it's cool, come on, man. This shit is great. But like I said, like he said, don't get used to it. But yeah, man, thanks for sticking with us. It's been real with the Real Squad, and we are out.
Peace.
Peace.